So the root of the ginger, right, and it's the underground part of the stem. That's the critical digestive aid, right? That's the part that's going to help you. And famously, we know that it reduces nausea, and for women who are pregnant, has been used for early morning sickness. Hi everyone, Dr. Partha Nandi. Welcome. It's a beautiful day in Detroit. It's 83 degrees, and we finally got spring, almost summer now. So it's wonderful. Thank you for joining us. I know you could be outside having fun, but I'm glad you're joining us today. We're going to talk about something what I love is food, and we're talking about gut health and food as medicine. So what I mean by that is how can we change our gut health through food? And so I want to give you one of my favorite recipes that you can find in our Superfoods cookbook. My team will put the link up there for my Superfoods cookbook, but it's one of my recipes, and we'll go through it. And now we'll tell you why. Number one, it's great that it tastes good, but more importantly, how does it affect your health? I love this bad boy. This is ginger. A lot of people don't have ginger. It's one of my favorites. I remember as a kid, my mom made it and put it in so many of my foods. As many of you know, I was born in India and came when I was a kid, and we used to eat ginger. But I continue to eat ginger. And what I'd like to talk about today is we call it crispy tofu stir fry. If you don't like tofu, my son Sean loves tofu. You don't like tofu, then you can substitute with chicken or some grass-fed beef, whatever you like, right? But what I'd like to do is talk about this recipe a little bit, and then what are the benefits, the gut benefits, right? We're talking about gut health. What are the benefits of one of my favorite foods, which is ginger? So this crispy tofu stir fry, pretty easy. You need a little bit of oil, avocado oil we use in this one, and you need some asparagus, again, garlic, bell pepper, onion, and then minced garlic and ginger, honey, water. We'll put up the Superfoods cookbook. It's on page 29. If you like it and you want to make it, we'd love to see your finished product and some testimonials on what it tastes like. So I'd like to talk about, listen, you can use this recipe as it's written, or you can use many vegetables. I think that the key is that use a rainbow of vegetables. That you don't want to just use one vegetable and eat it every single day. You want to be able to mix it up and mix up some of the vegetables that we put in and try your own. So super important. But let me talk about ginger. A lot of what I want to talk about today is ginger. It is a superfood, believe it or not, loaded with nutrients and bioactive compounds. What does that mean? That they're powerful and they're active in your body to be able to help it to be able to do better, not only for your gut, but also your brain. Originated in the part of the world where I was born, which is in Asia, and then came all around the world, as you know. It's found in many medicinal recipes, has over 40 pharmacologic actions. This sucker right here has over 40 pharmacologic actions, has a broad spectrum of antibacterial, antiviral, antioxidant, and also antiparasitic properties. So that's why it's been used for so many hundreds and thousands of years. Many scientific studies. Remember, we talk on all of our Dr. Nandi shows, and anything that we talk about, we love to have studies, and studies have shown that ginger is anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, even ulcer effects of ginger. People have known about it, as I said, for over 2,000 years. Now, what about your gut specifically, right? We love talking about the gut. How does ginger help you with your gut? Again, I want to thank all of you for joining us, and let us know where you're joining us from. And any questions that you have, I would love to be able to answer those for you. We'll answer them as soon as we get through this, the idea about ginger and how this amazing food can really uplift your gut. So the root of the ginger, right, and it's the underground part of the stem. That's the critical digestive aid, right? That's the part that's going to help you. And famously, we know that it reduces nausea, and for women who are pregnant, has been used for early morning sickness. And when you get that part of your pregnancy, this has been used for many generations. Ginger also inhibits H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori. Many patients I've talked to about H. pylori, and that's a bacteria that can cause ulcers. And it can be a carcinogen, which is a cancer-causing agent, right? In the World Health Organization will tell you that H. pylori can be a carcinogen. Ginger has been shown to inhibit H. pylori. To me, it's always great when you can use a food instead of a pill, instead of some processed material. And ginger is actually believed to increase saliva and other digestive fluids, and that allows helps with decreasing indigestion. Remember, saliva has bicarbonate; it can neutralize acid, and when you do increase saliva and other digestive fluids, you can also help with a lot of different problems. It also helps chronic indigestion. Chronic indigestion is just defined as recurrent discomfort and pain, usually in the upper abdomen right here, and it can help to treat that. Ginger also helps in emptying of the stomach. So many people who are diabetic, again, you will always talk to your doctor before doing any of this, but they have problems. People have problems emptying the stomach, and ginger appears to speed up emptying of the stomach, which can be beneficial, right, for people who have those kinds of issues. Again, indigestion can be lots of acid. There can also be the problem of not being able to clear the acid, where your stomach is staying still. So very important. Again, thank you all for joining us. If you feel this is helpful, I'd love for you to do what? To be able to share this with your community. That's how we share the knowledge and some of the information, because there's a lot of stuff out there, right? People share and they're not always positive. We feel like, hey, listen, this is your gut, and if we can increase gut health, let's share this with your community, our community, and we can really move forward and show some good information and help people stay healthy, right? I'll keep going. Remember, ginger also appears to have beneficial effects on the enzyme pancreatic lipase. Remember, a lot of people have digestive enzymes, and people put pancreatic enzymes in those, and ginger appears to have a beneficial effect on lipase, which helps in digestion of of many products that you eat. So really important. Lipase can be important for digestion of fats, and the pancreas typically is utilized for that. So if you've got foods that you're eating, ginger can help to digest those foods. Also, remember, diarrhea. It can help with diarrhea. Lots of people have multiple reasons for diarrhea, but let's say you have an intestinal flu or a virus or a bug that's causing it. Research from 2015 supports using ginger to really treat this diarrhea. So now that we kind of established, hey, ginger can help the gut, can really help in maintaining health of the gut. And also sometimes when you have some symptoms, how do you use ginger? Ginger can be used fresh, like I got it right here, right? This is fresh ginger. You can have it dried, powdered, and as an oil or a juice. Can you believe that? As an oil as well. And some people take ginger supplements, for their health benefits. It's very common ingredient in many foods, lots of Asian recipes, but think about how you put it in yours. Remember, we have a recipe that we talked about in the beginning. If you didn't join us then, we're talking about crispy tofu stir fry with garlic and ginger, page 29 of the Superfoods Cookbook. Please, we'll put the download in. My team will put it down, and you can download it, and you can make your recipe and let us know how it turns out. I'd love to be able to see pictures and testimonials. What about safety, right? People say, well, if it has these medicinal properties, is it safe? So ginger is quite safe and generally recognized by the Food and Drug Administration, including for those who are breastfeeding, which is important. The FDA says it is safe to consume up to 4 grams of ginger per day. So good amount. And however, we will always talk to your doctor before taking large amounts of anything, especially if you're pregnant, and also talk to your doctor if you're taking other medications, right? You want to make sure there's no interaction. And if you have a bleeding disorder, it may not be safe if you want to talk to your doctor if you have a bleeding problem, right? Because if you take ginger, it may make that worse. And in my Superfoods Cookbook, I talk about in page 29 this crispy tofu stir fry. But if there are other recipes as well, you want to be able to pick and choose, right? There are 2 other really nice, healthy ginger recipes in the book itself. And if you want to look at other recipes, there's recipes otherwise besides ginger, and we have a whole page, right? of great information on the health benefits of ginger, including the gut benefits. So it's really important. Again, it's the idea that food is medicine. I'd love to be able to tell you that, hey, you know what, you can use a lot of products and supplements, but when you can use food to really uplift your life, that's fantastic. So again, look at the Superfoods Cookbook. We'll put the link on there, and then download it. Go to page 29. Let us know if you make it and if you have good experience, and tell us maybe how you could improve it and what you think about it. Let's say a couple of highs here. Kimberly Moore, Messina. Where are you from, Kimberly? From what state or country? And then he says Candida, GERD, and hiatal hernia suggestion. I think that GERD and hiatal hernia, I think that really important to watch your diet and make sure you really take care of your body, especially before you go to bed. Please inbox me and we'll give you some tips specifically. And we also have a book on GERD, an ebook on GERD that we will share with you as well. Michelle Toole says, does cooking alter the benefits? It doesn't have to alter the benefits. Some people like it, raw or minced, but if you cook it, as long as you don't overcook it, it should be fine. You should still be able to have the benefits. Laura says, I love ginger tea. Oh, that's a nice idea. That's right. I only steep for 5 minutes, but I've seen recipes that boil the ginger for 5 to 10 minutes. Does it matter how long I steep it for? No, it's just your preference, I think. As long as you're not boiling it for a very long time, most people have seen the same benefits. So whatever your preference is, would be great. And let's see, Abdul Tejones says hi. Right, good evening. I'm a nurse in Sierra Leone. Welcome. And a new member joining your group. I would like to know more information about importance of ginger to human beings. Absolutely, we talked about that, right? And if you look at my Superfoods Cookbook, Abdul, please download it and tell you the whole page, right, of information about ginger and how it's a superfood. Ronnie Kanea says, how much raw ginger do we need to, be effective every day? I think, listen, you can take up to 4 grams. I think if you can start with 1 to 2 grams a day and then move up, I think you'll be able to get the benefits. Put it in your food so it's natural and you're not, taking it raw and really not liking the taste of it. You want to put it in your foods, incorporate it in your daily routines, and that's how you can do it. Laura talked about, how about ginger tea, whatever you like. I think it would be helpful. Kimberly's from California. Thank you. And Callie says, let's see, the kids and I are watching in the basement. Awesome. They're hanging on you everywhere. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Again, listen, I think that it's important. The concept is that you want to be able to make your daily life, daily habits that you can use every single day to be effective. To me, food is medicine is such a great idea because you can uplift your diet, uplift your life by doing nothing more than what you normally do, right? That's the key to this all, is that you don't have to go and get, fancy supplements. If you want to, it's okay, right? If you want to, it's okay, but you don't have to. Food is medicine is critical. And in my Superfoods Cookbook, I'll give you many more recipes, not only for ginger, but others. So listen, thank you so much for joining us. I know you could be doing a lot of fun things, and hopefully this has been fun for you. If you liked it and you found it valuable, please share this with your community. Again, we will talk to you again next week at 5:30. I'm hoping between now and then that many of you share with me your experience in making this recipe. Remember, it's on page 29, and the title is as I told you, crispy tofu stir fry with garlic and ginger. You can if you don't like tofu, like my son loves tofu, but if you don't like tofu, you can substitute with chicken or whatever you like, maybe some grass-fed beef or whatever is your meat of choice. Again, remember to make healthy living a part of every day. Namaste. I will talk to you next week at 5:30. Please join me again. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Partha Nandi. And if you enjoyed that video, you're going to love the next one. It's full of incredible information to help you start your health hero journey.